Right, now we're going to part 2 of overhauling the generator. If it's your first time to watch this video, you can also watch part 1 of this video. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, and also press the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we post a new video. We are busy overhauling the engine, which is an Amek engine. It's a diesel engine. Now we are almost finishing up. They have just done the tappet side of the generator. That's where you find the tappets. We are now trying to fix the water pump. As you can see, it's working on the water pump now. The water pump has been leaking water. So yeah, we need to fix the pulley of the water pump. And then at the back here, they've closed the cover here at the back. This is where we have the gears, and soon they will be working on this part of the engine. Yeah. We have to do this almost every 3 months to make sure that the engine can last a little bit with us for some time. All right. This side is also done. We're busy to tighten the tappet side. We bought a new pump, so what they will do is just remove the pulley side of the pump, and then they're going to go and put it on the other old pump, because it's only the pulley side that is actually leaking. We are planning to buy a new engine, 28 horsepower engine, because we want to boost the kilowatts that we have been using. We might even change also the alternator. So this is actually the alternator. This is the generator. So the electricity is generated by this alternator. When the alternator is turning around, depending on the speed, normally it is supposed to turn at okay, let me see if I can still see. Yeah, it's 15 kilowatts. I think they didn't write this. Yeah, 1,500 revolutions per minute. So if it's running at 1,500 revolutions per minute, it will be able to generate 15 kilowatts, 1,500 watts of electricity. But that also is determined by the power of the engine. If the engine is not strong enough, when you use more equipment on your when you're running with more equipment that are much stronger, the alternator drags in a lot of power, and then the engine struggles. So you need to have a very strong engine, and if you and the total wattage of your equipment, when you add all the wattage together, they should be less than 1,500 watts. If they are more than 1,500 watts, the alternator is going to struggle to drive them. So you need, if you have more equipment being used and the power is more than 1,500, you need to actually buy another alternator. So these alternators, they can come up to 3,000 watts, even more. So if we buy a bigger engine, we might change the alternator and get a much bigger alternator also. These engines are available in town. In Malawi, there are lots of these engines. I think we have a few shops there, Indian shops, and we have also got our fellow Nigerian brothers. They're also selling these engines, and they're reasonably priced. They're not that much expensive, and the parts are readily available. You find them without any problems. And then what I like about these engines is that they're not very difficult to service. I mean, if it was some other engines, it would have taken hours and hours to service. Like now you can see we are almost wrapping up the engine itself. We are almost finishing this minor service. This time we didn't necessarily need to remove the pistons. Last time we removed the pistons and we changed the rings, but this time we didn't. This is where you find the pistons. I think you can see the pistons there at the bottom. It has one piston. Yeah, it's got one piston. But you do get others. That one you were saying that the one that has a key start. How many pistons does it have?
Yeah, each had 2 pistons.
2 pistons. So you also get others that have got 2 pistons, and that's the one we want to get very soon. My friend, last time the video was lost, so I didn't get your contact. If they want to contact you, what number can they use?
088133857.
So it's 088133857. Yeah, so you can also WhatsApp them.
Yeah.
And if they want to find you, where can they find you?
At Waka Waka,
You can find them at Waka Waka
area 36.
at area 36 Rilongwe. Yeah. So now you heard it. If you need somebody to service your engine, if you have a milling machine and then it's got a problem, the engine has got a problem, you know who to speak to. They will guide you what parts to buy, and then they will come to you and service. It takes sometimes less than an hour to do it, because they've been doing it for many years, so they've mastered how to work on this engine. Meanwhile, we are still working in our workshop. We are doing pointing the walls. Everything is going according to plan. The walls are now looking beautiful. As you can see, we have done all these walls. The pillars in the middle, we haven't done anything on them. We will need to plaster them. We'll plaster them so that they look straight, because when they were building, the guys ignored using straight edge. So you'll find that sometimes they're not straight enough. This one at least was built a bit straight, but we will still plaster them and use a straight edge to straighten them up. But we won't do it now because we are going to put pipes in there for our electrical conduits. But as you can see, they've done these walls here, finished. They did this wall, but I see they didn't finish there at the top. They said they're going to finish tomorrow, and this bathroom, they've also finished it.